Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. I promise you, man, if you don't give me back my TV, it's gonna be some problems. Like, man, look, man, you need to chill out. You need to chill out, man. My roommate was like, you need to chill out, man. You need to chill out. That's what you need to do. You need to chill out, man. I'm like, yo, I'm telling my roommate, yo, chill out, man. Like, look, relax, bro. Relax, bro. He was like, no, forget that. Forget that, man. That's how y'all gonna do it. That's how y'all gonna do it. So we standing back there, you know what I mean? Like we on it like, man, like this y'all crazy. Like, you know, he think cause we young, like he could just carry us and say whatever he want and we just gotta go for whatever, man. But like, real though, y'all, like I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, me and my roommate, man, like we really felt like that was our TV, man. Like, like I know we were wrong, but like it really felt like that was our joint. Like we gave him $45 on the day that he went to the hole. You know what I mean? We gave him $45, man. Back then, we not getting a package. Like we not doing, this is all money that our family is sending us. You know what I mean? Like this is that hard-earned bread. So like we gave him that money. He went to the hole, and he's still thinking that's counted for a week. You know what I mean? So we just think, we was like, man, look, we ain't coming off that jump, man. So we locked the jump. Boom, we locked our door. We come down the steps, both of us scrapped up. So we stand by the phones. We standing by the phones. So he get in. He ain't even gonna put his stuff still standing. His stuff still sitting in the cart. He ain't even gonna put his stuff in the cell yet. So he standing by the dude. He talking to the dude. He was talking. He was yeah. Young dudes. He pacing like this, talking to the dude. Yeah, these young dudes. Hey, young dudes don't know no better. Yeah. So the old heads hearing about everybody here what's going on. Like, yo, them young is wild. So we just like, everybody see that we ready. Like our shoes tight. Like we got the bobos. You know what I mean? Them Johnsons. We had the all white ones back then. Them Johnsons, all four of them Johnsons scrapped up tight. You hear me? It looked like we was ready, man. And we was just standing. We was like, yo, man, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, everybody, you know. So one old head dude, Muslim dude in there from DC, he was cool. I ain't gonna lie, he was cool from the beginning. He came from Sussex 1, man. Super cool old head, man. He pull up. You know what I mean? Pull up. He was like, hey, rap with you, younger. Like, what's up? He like, hey, look, you wrong, young. What you talking about? He was like, man, look, that's the man TV, man. Y'all can't just buck on the man TV, y'all. So they give us our $45 back, man. We feel like that first day we paid him and he dipped out. He's like, man, he ain't got no $45, young. Like, so you gotta kind of like work with him. Like, he was like, how about this? He was like, how about this, man? He was like, the man ain't got shit. He said, y'all done had the TV for a while. He was like, how about y'all go ahead and just pay him, keep renting the joint out? How about that? If y'all don't want to come out the joint, just keep renting it out. So I thought about it. I'm like, so my roommate, let me holler at you. We huddled up over here. He was like, yo, you trying to pay some more money? That's what I'm telling my roommate. I'm like, you trying to pay some more money, bro? Like, yeah. He over there behind us. I'm like, bro, you trying to pay some more money, bro? Like, we already got the TV, bro. He was like, but still though, man, like, I don't really want to buck on him though like that. Like, I was like, bro, we already bucked. He was like, but no, I ain't think he was gonna come with that though. You know what I mean? He was like, we just keep renting the joint out. You know what I mean? He said, we ain't gotta pay for those 2 weeks that we already had. He said, we just pay for the new week. And we just keep renting the chain out. So I'm like, man, look, man, I was like, yo, bro. I was ready. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was already in buck mode, y'all. Y'all already know how I am. And I told y'all I couldn't move like a maniac on Sussex 2, like I was moving into jail for a lot of reasons, man. But like this reason right here, though, like I'm with bro. But I'm starting to see that his energy isn't with it no more. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of wanted the easy way out, which is cool. Like, y'all know when we get mad, sometimes we don't be looking for the easy way out. So I was like, you know what? I was like, man, look, we'll do that, man. We'll just keep renting it out. I was like, just keep renting it out, man. I was like, because for real, I thought you was gonna get on some like, you know what I mean? On some like, we was bucking, bro. I was like, we could get on it. He was like, man, I know those two white, man, but you know, we would have had to fight dude, or maybe even, you know what I mean? He was like, them people got weapons. He said, we ain't got no weapons. Of course we was gonna buck. But he was like, when they come with that deal, though, it ain't leaving our cell. He said, I could have seen we had to put the TV back in this man's hand. He said, all we gotta do is just keep paying him. I'm like, bro, you right, man. You know what I mean? So I went along with bro was talking about, y'all. So boom. So a couple days go by, you know what I mean? He ain't say nothing to us because we used the dude from DC kind of to be like the middleman, and we holler at him, and we gave him the money, and he went to go holler at him, which is weird because we still have the man TV. So it was like a weird, awkward stance that was going on between us and Fonz. But like Fonz still was like happy that he had that bread. He had a fresh new bag of stuff. You know what I mean? So he was happy about that. Now Fonz moved his cell 14, like around the corner from us downstairs. So he was in the cell. I forgot who he was in the cell with, man. But for the most part, like the dude had a TV, and that's what kind of made it like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know if that lightened the blow for Fonz or he was happy about that situation. Either way, Fonz was in the cell with a dude that had a boob tube, man. You know what I mean? So he act like he didn't care about us keeping his TV, because that's basically what we doing. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm to the point where like I'm gonna keep the J, because that's what I'm gonna do. Like everybody, like I'm already feeling like I'm a buck. You know what I mean? So Fonz ain't say nothing to us. So he finally seen me, even though the transaction really didn't go through me in the beginning. You know what I mean? It was like he kind of like he picked me. I guess he was probably like, my roommate too angry, I'm gonna pull up on T White. So he see me. We ain't spoke the whole time he been in there. We got this man TV in the cell and everything, but we paying him, so it's a fair exchange. So he see me, he like, hey, me holler at you right quick. I'm like, what's up? He came with that cool walk. He was like this. So y'all was just gonna keep my youngin'. I'm like, yo, look, man. Like he got a little close and everything. I was like, yo, look, back up. I was like, listen, I'm older than my roommate. You went through my roommate, man. He was like, ain't nobody never took nothing from me ever, youngin'. I was like, man, look, man, I ain't take nothing from you, man. So you got our commissary, right? He was like, indeed. I was like, well, look, ain't nobody take nothing in. He was like, what was all that about when I got out the hole then? I was like, man, listen, man, like, look, bro, we want from you, man. I said, you got the money, we got the TV, it's all good, man. Like, just leave it alone. He was like, enough said. I was like, enough said then, man. I spun on y'all, so boom. I go back on the stairs, tell my roommate in there watching the TV. I'm like, hey, look, bro, I think we gotta watch Fonz though, man. I was like, I don't trust him. He was like, why you say that? I said, because, bro, I think he think because we young and we did that when he got out the hole. I think he, like, you know, them old heads gonna try to rock you to sleep. And I knew that. Like, I done seen a lot of movies. I already know how it is. Like his whole, like we disrespected him definitely by saying we bucking. And we was like, cause we had our money, man. Like we was wrong, he was wrong, who knows, man. But we was on buck mode in the beginning. But now we back renting the joint. So like, even with all that, I'm telling my roommate, like, yo, I don't really think I can trust Fonz behind this, man. Like, he's just one of those, he giving me a bad vibe. Like everything about him, he pulled up on me on some, you know what I mean? He was like, what'd he say? I was like, he ain't really say something like, wow, he thought we was just gonna buckle him, you know what I mean? And all of this. And I'm like, yo, bro, we paid you, like, it is what it is. My roommate was like, man, look, man, I ain't worried about it. He was like, I ain't worried about it. I'm letting you know now, I ain't worried. I said, bro, listen. I said, let's just bank on, bro. He was like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna be able to enjoy the TV. So right then and there, like, I started thinking that maybe my roommate got a lot of bark and no bite game, y'all. So boom. Because you always angry in the cell. And on top of that, like, you be acting like you always want the wreck. But when the wreck comes, you know what I mean? You kind of like, after a while, like I got the same way up there, man. I ain't even gonna lie, I started being the same way up there, man. Kind of like not even having that energy on top of that major energy when it's time for trouble. Like I would be the guy that's kind of like, nah, yo, like, but this is the first steps of success right here. Like, so I'm not joking about nothing. I done went through a situation with some Muslims already about a TV prior when we first got up here. I'm not joking this time around. Like, this TV has been a part of me and my roommate for the last 2 months almost. Like, I'm not playing around about the TV. I'm ready to keep the TV. Now, the whole thing about this is that my roommate, with him playing Peacemaker, like, it kind of made everything the peace as far as the peace, because if my roommate was on some BS, we would have probably went to the hole because, like, we would have went at old head. Like, that's what I wanted to do anyway for some psycho reason. So my roommate kind of keeping things cool, calm, and collected, man, like he's supposed to, man. So he like, man, I ain't worried about him, man. Like, he tried me. He was like, man, I already know Fonz can't beat me, so I ain't tripping. He just brushed it off like he won't trip it. So I'll say a little bit time went on, man, and Fonz continued on to be Fonz, man. Gambling, moving around, reckless, man, just being an idiot in the pod, man. Like, him and my roommate never really spoke, man. Like I said, I guess he felt like he can talk to me about it, And I still wasn't as friendly because I still was on some BS on the low. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. But for the most part, though, man, everything is going smooth with this TV. You know what I mean? Like, we got one in the joint. So I can remember one day, I forgot what was coming on, man. It was something. It was something like a world premiere of a movie or a show. I don't know what was going on. But all I know is I come upstairs. When I come upstairs, I see Fonz at our door. And he talking to my roommate. And I look at my roommate. My roommate in the door like this. My roommate like, and Fonz right there. He talking to him. My roommate listening like, I can just see my roommate face. Like, my roommate light-skinned dude. Like, his face getting red. He like, so I walk up. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, look, right? I was just telling your roommate, let me stay the night with the jump tonight, man. I'll give y'all 2 extra free nights. Y'all can just give me $15 next week. But let me stay the night with the jump tonight because it's something I want to catch. My roommate don't watch it, so it's something I want to watch on TV, right? I was like, let me holler at you, my roommate. I told my roommate, let me holler at you. I'm like, yo, we gonna holler at you, man. He was like, yo, let me know. I'm like, all right. He back away from the door. I'm like, yo, listen. I said, you don't think it's weird that this man is coming in our cell to ask to get his own TV back, bro? I said, listen, if we give him his TV back, he's not going to give us the TV back ever. So I'm letting you know now. It's your choice. Since you want to be peacemaker, since you want to keep everything copacetic, I said, it's your choice, bro. I said, when you give him his TV back, we're never going to see the TV again, y'all. So boom. My roommate was like, I mean, for real, I got something to watch too, but for real, we still got some days on it. Like, Tuesday ain't Tuesday, far from now. Like, I got something to watch tonight for real. So he talking kind of loud, so I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Fonz probably heard him. You know what I mean? I'm thinking Fonz heard him. So he like, yo, I got something to watch there, you know what I mean? So I think this was like Thursday. This might have been Thursday, you know what I mean? But it's like we keeping this TV to the point where we just hitting them off like every week, you know what I mean? So like we hitting them off every Tuesday, so it's like a Thursday, you know what I mean? So like, man, look, I got something to watch too. So I ain't got time. I'm about to tell him no. Like, nah, bro, we renting it out. You can't take me back when we renting it out. So I'm like, bro, tell him, bro, you know what I mean? So Fonz come back. Fonz was like, he come back. He was talking to the dude. He was coming back out of the shower. He was like, I'll jump like behind the shower. He was like, hey, yeah, hey, look, I'm about to get my food ready now. Let me grab it. Hey, all right. Hey, what's up? He turned around to us. We both was like this. We was like, I'm over there back and looking for him. We looking like a double dragon movie. We like, I'm moving in slow motion, getting behind him slightly. He looked at me come out the cell. He was like, my roommate was like, hey, you can't get the TV back tonight. I'm watching something tonight. He was like, what? He was like, I'm watching something tonight. He was like, what you mean you watching something? That's my TV. My roommate was like, well, look, give me my money back then. You got my money? Give me my money back. You can get your TV back. He was like, give your money back. He was like, man, all right. Yeah. He was like, you know what? He was like, you know what? Yeah, Tuesday around the corner. Yeah, Tuesday around the corner. You watch your last NBA game. Yeah, no more uncut for you. Yeah, T-White, no more uncut for you. No more 106 and Park and no more Rap City. I'm coming to get my TV back on Tuesday. And he walked away, yo. He was like, looking at this dude, I'm like, yo. I told my roommate, I said, man, listen, man, I'm not giving back that TV, y'all. So, boom! My mind was made up right then and there. I got fire in my eyes. I said, yo, bro, listen, this the play. I said, he come out this cell, we beating him down. I said, this man want to jump in, it's going to be a 2-on-2. I said, if they got weapons, then it just is what it is, bro. I said, it's not a firearm. I said, so we just got to fight, bro. He was like, shh. I said, bro, listen, bro. I said, man, snap out of it, bro. He was like, yeah, it is what it is. He was like, look, you stay out of it. Let me fight him first. I was like, bro, no, I'm jumping in, bro. I'm jumping in, bro. He was like, nah, let me fight him first, bro. Let me fight him first. I was like, nah, bro. I said, bro, listen. I said, we bank him and clean him up and get him up out of here. Then we going to be able to keep the TV and he gone. He was like, no, I got it. I don't like banking. I don't like banking nobody, T-White, man. I don't like banking nobody, man. I'm like, yo, bro. Like, man, look, bro, listen. Listen what I'm telling you, bro. Like, if he come back here, we're going to take care of business, bro. This is what I'm telling you. I'm jumping in, bro. He was like, no. He went through me. His problem with me. He was like, I'm going to tell him I'm fighting for the TV. I'm like, you going to fight him for the TV? I'm like, yo, bro, what do you think this is, bro? This ain't virtual fighters, bro. I'm like, man, listen, man. This is penitentiary, bro. I said, man, we together in here, right? He was like, no, I created this, though. I ain't going to put this on your bed. I said, bro, I'm watching the TV, bro. I said, bro, I watch this TV almost more than you, bro. I said, I don't want the TV to leave, bro. I said, man, that's why we bucking, man. He was like, no, man, I'm gonna fight on one-on-one. I'm like, man, you know what? After like seeing how serious he was about what he was saying, and all the persuasion I was trying to do, like to get him to like, let's bank this guy. You know what I mean? Bro wasn't with it, man. And that kind of like showed me signs of like somebody, you know, I like to be sinister when I want to be, man. And I like to be, you know what I mean, somebody that I just think gotta win no matter what. Y'all know the count. So like I'm looking at old head, like if he do have a weapon, like we gotta get down on him ASAP, man. Like let's get on him. Pause. That's how I'm trying to put it to my roommate. But my roommate like, nah, I'm gonna holler at the Muslim dude. I'm gonna holler at the Muslim dude. I'm telling you, I'm gonna holler at the Muslim dude. So I'm like, man, all right, man. You know what I mean? I let him do what he gonna do, y'all. So boom. So a little bit of time going on. We come down the steps. Me and him come down the steps together. You know what I mean? Lock our door. We look up. We see Fonz over there. He talking to the old head dude. He a little mad at this time. He pasting. You know what I mean? He like, yeah. He looking like a real old head. He like, yeah. He talking to dude like. So see my roommate disappeared from me. He walking towards them. So I'm like, I know what he going to do, but I just kind of like, I ain't walk like I was like beelining towards the I kind of walked around this way. I'm like, walk over here. I see my roommate pointing to the Muslim dude. The Muslim dude was like, and the Muslim dude starts spinning. You know what I mean? He start walking laps. So I hear him talking to him the whole time, just looking at Fonz. I'm like, he about over there. He on the wall like this. He like, he old head. He give you the old head grip. Y'all know young dudes grip like this. We like, Fonz gave me the old head, Joe. Fonz was like, I said, man, this man gave me the old head grip, y'all. So boom. My roommate finished spinning. They come back. My roommate was like, yo, he called me over there. Muslim dude called Fonz over there. He was like, hey, look, man say he trying to see you, man. He said he think you carried him. Young nigga say he think you carried him. He said he trying to see you, Fonz. I told him, at least I don't want y'all to fight, period. But like, he trying to see you, man. Fonz was like, he got my TV. He got my TV in there right now. And he trying to fight me, and he bucking on my TV. Man, he was like, look, Fonz, you told the people that you won't go rent it out to them no more. Fonz was like, yeah, that's my TV. I'm going to tell him to say that. His voice got different and everything. I'm going to tell him to say that. That's my TV. I don't got to keep renting my TV. What it look like? What do you think he going to scroll off me to rent my TV? He was like, man, come on, Fonz. We said we was going to try to keep the peace, Fonz. You know what I mean? They just keep renting the TV. You don't care about the TV, Fonz. He was like, man, come on. I was like, man, listen. You talking like that TV legit? Like, I got super petty with his ass, y'all. I was like, man, you acting like that TV legit, man. I was like, man, that's one of them DC niggas TV, man. And left that shit, went to the Fed. I said, they gonna take that TV like the rest of them goddamn TVs, nigga. He was like, nigga, that's my shit. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, if you were from goddamn Southeast or Northeast or goddamn Midwest, motherfucker, that's my motherfucking TV. They gave it to me, nigga. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, this nigga snapping out. So I'm like, old head, man, is a bitch. So I back up. So my roommate like, yo, look. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man, you ain't gonna keep carrying us, man, but look, my roommate ain't got shit to do with this. Man, so look, me and you, what's up? You started off with me and you. I feel like you carrying me. What's up? He was like, man, look, I don't give a fuck. After I whoop your ass, I want my motherfucking TV back. I want my motherfucking TV back, motherfucker. I was like, man, look, man, y'all niggas, nah, bro. But I got it, man, I got it. And I was like, nah, bro, come on, man. The Muslim dude was like, look, I don't want him to fight either. But like somebody gotta fight, somebody gotta win, somebody gotta lose. Like you know, like long as y'all don't bank him, like you know, I don't like he friends with my Muslim brother, you know what I mean? So long as y'all don't bank him. I was like, man, listen, like, I wanted to tell him like, yo, he was this close from being banked. And if you would have jumped in, then it just would have been it is what it is, you know what I mean? Like I ain't wanna just like look at it like that. I can't beat everybody, but I'm gonna win what I have in front of me, man. And right now, the old head Fonz, all I can see is his hand on the platter, y'all, so boom. So they still going back and forth. They going back and forth. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, we don't have to do this shit, man. We don't have to do this, man. So Muslim dude was like, yo, let me holler. So he grabbed Fonz. Him and Fonz start walking. So I get my roommate. I'm like, yo, let me holler at you over here, bro. We get over here. I was like, yo, look. I was like, man, listen, man. I'm not going to let that man get off on you, man. He was like, nah, T. White, nah, it's one-on-one. I told you I don't believe in banking. He said, I don't believe in dudes getting banked, man. I was like, bro, listen though, bro. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to see you go down, bro. Like, bro, you've been around me since we got on the camp. You've been my roommate since I stepped off the bus, bro. I was like, bro, you think I want to let an old head look like him booty battered in his past? Somebody that looked like him, man, get off on you, bro? I was like, nah, bro. He was like, man, nah. He was like, look, man, I shouldn't even got you all in this. Anyway, he said, look at you. He said, you all worked up. Look how this is what they want. He started kind of like preaching to me slightly. I don't know what got into my roommate. And later on, after a while, I saw who he was. And this all made sense then, who he became. You know what I mean? But he was like, look, man, this is what they want, man. Like, this is what they want, man. He was like, man, they want us clashing. And they want us, you know what I mean? Like, ready to destroy each other all over a television set. He was like, man, T-White, we don't care nothing but BET Uncut and sports. He said, man, if we can watch that from the TV out in the park, you wouldn't care, T-White. I was like, man, it ain't about that. I was like, it ain't about that though, man. I said, it's about how this situation landed in your lap and you brought it to us. I said, now we renting out a TV to a dude that just think he can do whatever. I said, now he could be right and we could be wrong. I said, but at the end of the day, man, like we in prison, everybody wrong. You know what I mean? I said, that's what the old head told me. Everybody wrong in prison, bro. Ain't nobody right. He was like, he thought about that point right there. He was like, but still though, nah though, man. Like I'm just trying to settle this, man. Like after I beat his ass, he gotta leave. And then we got the TV, man. I got him. You ain't got it. I was like, man, listen, I'm gonna jump in. He was like, no. So as he's saying that, the Muslim dude pull up on me out of nowhere. He was like, hey, T-White, look, man, look. You can't get into this, man. But look, they can't fight tonight. They can't fight tonight because that police ass bitch working. She watch everything from the booth and y'all is not going to get away with it. He was like, but look, T-White, you got to stay out of that shit, man. Let them handle that shit like men. They men, let them handle it as men. I'm like, man, look, man. He was like, give me your word. I was like, give you my word. Like I broke my word a couple times in the jail to my family. Like, I'm going to stay out of trouble. My word, I'm going to stay out of trouble. But like, it's not that easy. You know what I mean? He was like, man, give me your word. I was like, I just really sat there and thought like, you know what I mean? I gotta be able to become a real dude. My word got to mean something. And that's something else somebody told me in the jail. Like your word means everything in penitentiary, man. You know what I mean? So I told myself right then and there, I give this man my word, then it's a lot that I'm not jumping in this fight, y'all. So boom. I thought about everything my roommate said. I thought about what he said. I thought about how wrong I was on the low. And I thought about how we ready to go to war over somebody else's TV, man. I thought about all of that in a nutshell right then and there. And I came up with, I was like, bro, I ain't getting that stuff, man. I'm going to holler at my roommate, man. I was like, well, look, you ain't getting it. He's like, no, I don't even want him to fight. He said, I like y'all young niggas. I don't want to see y'all niggas do. God damn, I've been doing fines for years. He was like, but still though, like, no, right is right, is wrong. I was like, you right, man. I was like, man, I ain't getting into it, man. So I dipped. You know what I mean? I docked him up and slid, went back all at my roommate. I'm like, he just said he don't want me to get in the joint. He was like, no, don't get in it, T-White. He was like, no, I looked over at Fonz. Fonz looked like he was getting ready over that joint. Fonz was walking around like this. Fonz was like, gritting on, giving us the old head grit. He walking laps. He like, I'm looking like roommate like, bro, you better beat this nigga ass. He like, no, we gotta wait till later. I'm like, bro, listen. So we had to lock down for shift change after 6 o'clock. So me and him going to say we locked down. We had to say, talk about it again. I'm like, yo, look, bro. I was like, man, this all crazy, man. I was like, we supposed to be beating his ass. I said, bro, we go down together. I said, you know we supposed to go down together, bro. I said, you letting this man get the benefit of the doubt on us, man. I said, for real though, bro, I gotta kind of break out of that stuff too. He said, you got to, T-White, man. He was like, because I ain't never been to penitentiary. He's like, but I know that banking stuff no good, man. He was like, that joint ain't no good. He was like, I know you gotta go with your peoples, but like for real, me, I don't bank nobody, man. I was like, you ain't never bank nobody with your brother? I said, so you let your brother fight? He was like, I got sisters. I said, so if your sister was fighting and if some girls was down on it, you ain't gonna help your sister out? He was like, I mean, I'll pull somebody up off, but I ain't gonna throw no punches. I said, your homeboy was in a club fighting and you jumped in and y'all got one dude in the corner pound. I was like, is it you? He was like, see, that's different. He kept trying to justify banking. So what could I do? I couldn't talk him out of this, y'all. Like his mind was made up to what the situation was. Now the whole time he was in the cell, what he was doing is like we was talking. I was like, yo, like I wanted to tell him like, yo, look, bro, when I did the predator radar detector on Fonz a while ago, like that junk came up goddamn maybe in his past, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, for real, bro. I was like, you need to put on some gloves if you gonna fight that nigga, man. Because Fonz ain't had no facial hair, no hair on his head. That nigga look like a black Professor Xavier in the goddamn face. I'm like, yo, bro, listen. That nigga look like he'll bleed like a hog, goddamn. That nigga ain't got no hair on his head or his damn face, man. I'm like, man, this is Professor Xavier, this nigga about to fight, man. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to put on some gloves, bro. Like, you like some gloves? I'm like, bro, that man, you gonna beat that man ass and you be in here bleeding? I was like, man, look, bro, you need to put on some gloves, bro. He was like, so I see my roommate mine, like, you know, like when it's getting closer to time, they walk by and stand for count. They walk by and do the count. You know what I mean? My roommate seen that. He was like, it's almost time. He got up and started pacing. He was like, I said, bro, why you moving your arms like that? He was like, yo, I'm getting hyped up. I was like, you getting hyped up? I said, bro, you about to fight a nigga that's 55 game, bro. I said, man, beat that nigga ass, sling that nigga ass all around and beat his ass. He was like, I ain't fight since the jail, though. I know I'm rusty. He was in the mirror. He was like, no, I'm rusty. Yeah, I'm rusty as a bitch. Yeah. I was looking at his fighting stance like, hey, bro, get that shit up a little bit now, because if Fonz see you with that weak ass shit, Fonz might capitalize. He like, yeah, I'm gonna get back, though. Yeah, I'm gonna get back. He kept adjusting himself in the mirror. I'm like, bro, listen, it's almost time. Lady said, stand by for Empire Rap! Stand by for Empire Rap! Oh, shit, it's about to go down. I looked out the jump. I can't really see them. You know, we at 34. You know what I mean? But I look, when the dude did the round, I see the cool black dude working. You know what I mean? This the cool shift, 6 o'clock shift game. I'm like, damn, it's about to go down. And we in the perfect cell. We in the octagon. Cell 34 where it goes down at, y'all. So, boom. Doors open up. Doors open up. You see people moving over here, dudes over there, dudes moving around. My son, come out. We step out. You know what I mean? We over there kind of like what I told you, that breezeway area at, like behind the showers, like we right there. You know what I mean? Like dudes used to come back there and smoke behind that trash can too, because that was a duck off spot to go smoke the la behind the trash can in the pod. Dudes used to blow in the pod easily back then. So we come out, we standing right there. So I see the Muslim dude, he come out, he slept in cell 8, he come out, he like, y'all ready? I was like, yeah. He was like, look, see, White, you gave me your word, y'all. I was like, he was like, be a man about it. I was like, man, look, I gave you my word, man. But my face looked so phony. I was like, I gave you my word, my face looked phony. Because like, I had a bad feeling about this. And when I say, I gave you my word, I look. See the nigga goddamn Fonz emerged from 14, but he came over there with dudes standing there. Look, Fonz had a towel wrapped around his neck, tucked in his shirt like he was a football player. That joke was around his neck, tucked in his shirt nice and tight. And he came, he was like, his t-shirt was tight. He was like, he had just looked like, I ain't never really seen him like this. Like he had just looked ready. He was like, and dude talking to him, he looked up there, he was like, dude was like, yo, about to come up there. But all right, look, just you, me and you. You the only one watching. He like, all right, back. So I'm like, man, all right. So chill out, get out the way. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, we looked up, we seen him coming up the steps. They ain't run. Fonz took his time coming up the steps. Fonz was like, dude right beside him to come up the steps. Nice and quiet. They take that walk all the way down to 34. When they get back there, it's all us back there. I'm like, look. My roommate seen him coming. My roommate went in the cell. My roommate in the cell first. He like this. He can look out. He looking down towards us. Fonz was like, I was like, what this nigga think he climbing in the ring? This nigga took his towel off. He was like, he gave the shit to the Muslim dude. He was like, Fonz hit one of them joints. He was like, hold on, wait. They need to fight now before you do a round. He was like, y'all go ahead, Slim. Y'all go ahead. Next thing you know, Fonz went up in that bitch. That shit was like, I looked at everybody. First, I'm looking in the cell. I'm like, that joint looked crazy, man. It looked crazy because Fonz looked like he knew what the hell he was doing. I was like, man, I promise you, man. I looked in the pod, everybody was like, that shit was like, the Muslim dude looking at it, I was like, oh shit, Fonz overpowered the hell out of my roommate. I was like, what the fuck? I looked up, my roommate was in the corner. He was like, push that nigga. That nigga was over there by where our laundry bags be at. I was like, oh shit, we got that nigga in the corner. They were like, Muslim dude was like, let him up. Nah, y'all boxing, let him up. Y'all throwing hands, let him up. Fonz was like, he smacked my son. Let him get up. I looked at the TV on the top bunk on my bed, like sitting off, like with a box. We got the boxes, my mattress folded, the boxes from downstairs on my bed. You know what I mean? The TV's like right off in the corner. I see the jump. I seen Fonz smack me, got up. Fonz said, get up. Fonz got up. He said, he saw the TV. The TV was right there. He was like, my roommate got up like, nigga, come on. Nigga screw off my roommate threw some shit. Fonz said, man, Fonz weaved that shit, man. Fonz caught his ass. Boom! They start running again. Boom, they punched in and dropped my roommate. They running it. Boom, they thumping in that bitch. I'm like, oh shit. Goddamn, niggas rumbling hard as a bitch. Goddamn. The doors still didn't close yet. They didn't close our doors yet. Them niggas rumbling hard as a motherfucker. The floor officer doing rounds. He on the other part. He in too deep part. So they over that bitch rumbling. I'm like, I want to jump in so bad, y'all. My word, like it was right there. I wanted to jump in so bad. Man, I look, Fonz overpowered my celly again. Boom, 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 boom. So this time he overpowered. My celly hit the wall. Boom, my celly hit the wall. Fonz threw a punch. My celly ducked the jump. Fonz's hand hit the wall, like the light right there. Man, he almost, if he would have hit the light, he might have would have broke the light. Man, Fonz threw some heavy shit. My roommate ducked. That nigga said, boom. That nigga hit the wall. He was like, my roommate rushed his ass. Boom. When my roommate rushed that nigga, man, he flew past me and the Muslim dude. They right there by the breezeway jump. They out there in the pod. So they fighting. Boom, boom, boom. They run. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, my roommate back on his ass. Boom, 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 boom. They rumbling hard as a motherfucker. I looked, the lady was like, she on the phone. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, damn. I look, the back door open. I see the CO. He coming from the back. I was like, yo, the CO coming, bro. Yo, the CO about to come in. CO about to come in. Them niggas still fighting. Boom, 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 boom. Them niggas get up. Them niggas square off again. Beat each other. Boom, 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 boom. I'm suddenly rumbling hard as a bitch now. I'm like, God damn, niggas fighting. Man, this is my word. You hear? Police rushing that bitch deep as a motherfucker. They run straight upstairs. I was like, oh shit. Niggas came in that bitch. Man, them niggas rushed them niggas, man. They rushed them niggas, man. Put the cuffs on my roommate and goddamn Fonz's ass. I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn. That shit was crazy as a bitch. They came and got both of them niggas, man. They came and got both of them niggas out the pod. They take them niggas out. Lock our ass down like they always do. Locked us down, man. This is my word, Sergeant Kane. Where your roommate stuff at? I was like, right there. You know what I mean? I gave him all my roommate stuff. You know what he was doing? You know what I was doing when he came in? I already moved down to the bottom bunk. You know what I mean? I was watching the TV on 2 boxes game. I was like this. I was chilling. It was late. It was getting a little late. I'm watching TV. I'm like this. I'm like, getting on my roommate stuff. I'm like, damn, they packed him up. They packed Fonz up. The Muslim dude downstairs, he said, hey, T.Y. I heard somebody, I'm like, yo! He said, you struck, didn't you? I said, what you talking about? He said, you got the bottom bunk and the tube. That's when I really thought about it. I was like, I did. I was like, I inherited the bottom bunk and the TV. All because this man didn't want me to fight with him. I said, if I would have fought with him, this wouldn't have took that long, man. I was good, y'all. I inherited the TV, man. I inherited the TV. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Roommate came from out the hole, another dude. He was able to come in the cell with me. I got a TV game. You know what I mean? I was all right, man. I was chilling. I'm like, yes, man. I was chilling. It was crazy, man. You know what I mean? Like, those dudes was in the bing. When a week rolled by, I'm in the cell one Sunday night. You know what I mean? We supposed to be coming back out for the later rec. Dudes was like, yo, why they ain't pop the doors yet? Count been clear. It's like, I don't know. Dudes hit the button. Later was like, yo, y'all on institutional lockdown game. I'm like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, we already had put my roommate name on the TV. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put my name on the TV. You know what I mean? I've been trying to figure it out since he left. I promise you, man, them people came, did the shakedown. I couldn't figure it out, man. I just, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just gave up on the joint. Them people came and did the shakedown. I tried to scratch my name up there on some bootleg stuff. That didn't work, man. First thing they grabbed and saw was that damn TV, man. They took the TV. They took the TV, man. After all of that, the TV still get took in, man. That joint was crazy, man. But Fonz and them ended up getting out the bing. You know what I mean? Fonz seen me way later on, and like, he used to see me, he used to be like, man, that's crazy, man. He was like, man, like, he a little older after I seen him. Like, yeah, I was gotta take my TV, man. I had to go in there and fuck your roommate up, man. Yeah. And I used to joke with him like, man, look, you couldn't do that to me, old motherfucker. We used to joke back, but other than that, I had no problem with Fonz, man. My roommate, he became a 5%er later on, you know what I mean? He was one of those righteous dudes that kept, you know what I mean? He said a good word, man. I rock with him, man. But that was a crazy situation. But that was the end of the damn story, though. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all know the count, man. Stay out the way for you can live a good life with your family, period, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. This was a Thursday banger game right here. So how did y'all do this one? Like, share, subscribe, this one, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. But y'all be safe, man. And stay our ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot.